Hello and welcome to ResellQueen Chronicles. I am Tiffy T, your host. Welcome to a special edition of ResellQueen Chronicles. If you normally watch me, you probably realize she's coming on Thursday. She normally comes on Wednesdays. Or if you're listening, you're noticing that it is a day later. The reason why, and I can't remember if I communicated this before or not, was because today eBay had their seller check-in. So I thought it would be best to go live or do my recording after the seller check-in so that we can talk about some of these updates. And there's lots of things going on. Lots and lots and lots of things that are going on. So want to give some house cleaning stuff. Is that what they say? I don't know what people say. Anyway, some houseware things. First and foremost, we still have some ResellQueen seller kits available. There should be a link in the description box below for reseller kits. If you just go to ResellQueen.com, it's right on the front page. Everything I believe I have is under $100 that's left. If you happen to look at the listings and you're like, I'm not really sure everything that I'm getting, I'm going to be honest with you. What you see in the pictures is pretty much what you get. I did add some they're not stock photos because these are photos that I've taken of the items so that you have some idea of what you're going to get. There's probably about 5 or 7 pictures. You're going to get way more than 5 or 7 items. It's pretty much about 25 different items in each box, except for the electronics accessory box that has probably about 20 items in it. It's but 3 different things. You're getting multiples in that particular one. And that one, because of the value, it's only $50 and the shipping is free in the continental United States. So feel free to check that out as well. My book, What the Hell Do I Sell on eBay? That's still out there on Amazon. I have a link to that on my description box below. Also, I want to thank eBay for this nice, let's call this a tumbler, whatever. That's what I'll be drinking out of today. I got 2 of these along with like a cheese plate as well from them. So thank you, eBay. I meant to say that before. Also got a mug from eBay for Business podcast. Thank you. They answered one of my questions. I got a mug. It's kind of cool. So that is our house. I was going to say church announcements. Our house cleaning stuff right in the beginning. So eBay had their eBay seller check-in. The bulk of this show tonight is going to be the bulk of what was talked about on eBay, my thoughts, my processes of how I think about it. eBay will be showing their eBay seller check-in on their YouTube channel. However, they normally take about 2-3 days. So I think they said sometime next week is when it will be there. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what they discussed. There's a few things that I do want to highlight that I think will be of great value to eBay sellers. Okay. They did talk about that there are some confusions. And also, if you're watching this, you're going to notice that I'm putting my glasses on and taking them off. These are my reading glasses. Yes, it shows my age, but I need to make sure I know what I'm reading. So I have lots of notes here. Excuse me. First up, they started to talk, of course, what's going on in the news right now, of course, and we can't escape it. Everyone knows about what is happening in Ukraine. And I don't know if anyone has seen, but they are putting up on their site, letting people donate to the I don't know if it's to the people of Ukraine. It's probably to organizations that are it's organizations that are helping the humanitarian effort out there. And it's an option that buyers have when they check out, as well as they are giving I don't want to say giving incentives, but also saying that as sellers we can help out by supporting nonprofits that are helping in the humanitarian effort over there, which is a way for normally like nonprofit organizations, you can have like a portion of your sales go to them. I believe there is a process for the nonprofit organization to receive that. If you guys have questions on that, I'm sure there's eBay articles, or if you would like, I can do a whole video on that. If I get responses from you guys, whether it be in my email or comments, I'll make sure to put something together. And so that way you guys can know a little bit more about how that works in the process. Okay. Then they went on to talk about some of the confusions with the 1099Ks. All right. If you happen to listen to the eBay for Business podcast, this was discussed, and I think there was some confusion. I understood what they were trying to say, but I think there was some confusion. So if you made a sale up into 11:59 p.m. December 31st, 2021, whether it was, I don't believe it has to be collected. It has to be a sale. And you're for the year, you've received more than $600, you're going to get a 1099K. That is the way that I understood it. And that's the way I've always understood it. But I think there were some things that in their language that people just didn't understand. And so they were telling everyone to listen to the eBay for Business podcast. They do have, I think the guy's name is Manish. He is from, I don't want to say it's their accounting department, but it's their department that handles sending those out and validating what needs to be sent. I don't always go by what is being told on those things. I know what my sales are. Keep in mind, they do not take out what the fees that they took, the listing fees and all that stuff, any selling fees. So you are going to have to keep your own records of that. That's your accounting. Okay. Just remember that information. Sorry there. I need my drinks. It's tea, people. All right. So that's just real quick there. Next, I'm going to share my screen because I want to show you guys this page because they made an announcement, and put the whole screen so that you can just hear me talk. You don't need to see me. All right. So this is the page. eBay announcing a vault, and today they didn't really do a lot of discussing about this on the eBay seller check-in. They did go more into it on, I guess, their investor call, which I was not on. I had other things to do. I probably should have been, but I wasn't. I'm going to read some of the information that they gave us. It's just a quick overview. It is a 31,000 square foot facility that is a place for has instant trading capabilities for cards and collectibles. And I believe that is the information that they have here. So they have here how we're doing. Collectibles. Okay, so the market for trading cards and collectibles continue to accelerate, and eBay is the biggest trading platform for these categories. Our headline announcement today was the eBay Vault, which is coming next quarter. I believe, do I have a date? I don't have a date. If they said one, I missed it. This is a 31,000 square foot secure facility. It's a storage facility as well as a digital marketplace for trading cards and collectibles with plans to expand into luxury goods. This is a big thing. So reason why this is a big thing is because once an item is in the eBay vault, customers know their valuables are secure and instant sale becomes possible. While many customers will keep their items in the vault for years, once it is in the vault, then ownership can transfer from seller to buyer in a matter of minutes without the need to re-authenticate or repackage or ship the item anywhere. This unlocks a new way to engage with eBay. Imagine instantly buying and selling cards and sports memorabilia as a great new rookie lands a play in the final minutes of a tight game. Within a few minutes, we expect the vault to hold up to $3 billion in assets, which would make it one of the largest stores of non-governmental assets in the world. Keeping high-value inventory within the eBay ecosystem is great for everyone, and the vault will make other planned features possible, like fractionalization. All right. They do have a video here. I'm going to play the video. Hopefully it comes out well, and then we'll talk. All right.
The news at 5. Dust off your old trading cards. They might be worth something.
LeBron? Fine. Sold!
You know what? It's my birthday.
Sold? Sold?
Yes! Yes!
It's in the vault. Awesome. Fractionalization?
All right. So I'm going to take that off so you guys can just see me. All right. Why is this even important? All right. So let me explain. It's basically a storage facility for collectible items. And you may say, well, what's the big deal about this? Okay. So maybe I have watched way too many mysteries or certain type of movies that talk about rich people, but this is really something that the wealthy do. They will pay basically high amounts at prestigious storage facilities, not the type that you and I can just walk into and say, oh, I want that one. I want that one. No. This is the type of place that will hold like valuable art, which, by the way, art, that's a whole nother conversation. We're not going to go there. But this is a place that will hold your valuables. Now, they did not get into how much this is going to cost. I saw some questions about that, but no, I did not hear how this was getting paid for, because I know you're not storing nothing for free. Once I find out a little bit more, I will go into that so that everyone understands what it's for. But this is going to be for luxury items, luxury goods. When you think of luxury and collectibles, so trading cards, that's going to be a big thing. And it also says that's a digital marketplace. So that means I could sell something that is in the vault, and I don't have to worry about packaging and shipping it. I could sell it on eBay's platform. It gets sold. Now it belongs to the buyer. It's already been authenticated and all that extra stuff. So the buyer doesn't have to worry about it not withstanding its value. Not too bad, especially if you get a hold of something that is really nice and collectible. If you get it to the vault, boom, you're done. So I know they're going to have more on this. They're going to have to, because there's a lot of questions, and I think it's something that's new for people, especially those who may not understand how a storage system works. That's not like a fulfillment buy place. This is actually just a storage to hold your goods. So we'll wait to hear any more information on that. So that is one of the things that they discussed. Another thing that I'm going to try and pull up, because I did not get a screenshot. I may have a screenshot. Let's take a look. It's very possible I do. Let's see here. So they are going to have a new selling feature called eBay Live. And I am just checking to see if they have in their resources. Of course they don't. All right. So essentially, eBay Live, the way that it looked, it looks just like Facebook Marketplace. Like for all of those people that go Facebook Live on their pages and start selling stuff, that's what it looked like to me. So I don't know their thought process around that, because to me, in order for that to work, you need to have followers. So that wasn't really talked about. This was just a broad overview of what's to come. And I think we will get more information as time goes by. But just think about those type of things. So if you have things that are maybe not selling, maybe you can use that as like an impulse buy, especially if you're going to put it on sale, something like that. Start thinking about that soon, because it sounded like that's going to be coming very shortly. This eBay Live. So I'm going to assume it only works on the app. Like I said, I saw everything was an overview. It was not a breakdown of what everything was. So you're going to hear a lot of me saying this was just a quick overview, because that's really what it was. This thing did not last more than 2 hours. So, and the one person that was giving instructions, their internet kept going in and out. So, I'm giving you what I have. I'm the one that went and took the time to watch it and be there for it. This way you don't have to take the time and you can get the overview. All right. The next thing that I think that is going to be very, very big is eBay in the second quarter is going to create a digital wallet. This, I think, is going to be very important. They did not say this. However, I understand what it means. If they have their own digital wallet, that to me, in my mind, tells me that is going to start to open up the doors to allow cryptocurrency. I'm not saying they didn't say that. However, I understand the writing on the wall. And why do you care and why should you care? Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to get the crypto. To me, that means that eBay will get the crypto and they will pay us, for what the value is of what we sold. But this is gives you a whole nother opportunity to make sales, because now people aren't really spending their hard-earned money anymore. They're spending their crypto money, which I look at it more as like an investment. That's how I think of crypto. It's technically, I guess, isn't, but I got crypto. That's how I look at it. It's an investment. So this opens up the door because this lets you use money that isn't really tangible to buy stuff when normally you would have to have tangible money for it. So this is something that I think that if you heard me on my last podcast, I talked about this because it was a question that was asked and it was in the Miami Herald, and they kind of didn't say no, but they didn't say yes either, So I think they're still looking at that because keep in mind all the laws. There was just something, I don't know if it was actually passed or proposed, because I'm not going to lie, I don't follow 100% all this crypto stuff, but the government is definitely looking into somehow taking this whole decentralized market and making it centralized. So if they put it out there, they're going to have to worry about regulations and all the regulatory issues and all that type of stuff. So that's a lot for them to implement, along with everything else that they have going on. Okay. So the next thing, if you happen to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, you already saw me post this. eBay starting, I see here. I didn't get a date. Okay. I'm going to read, see if I have a date. They are going to now initiate payouts. Let's see here. They'll say initiate payouts that are going to be called on demand to your debit card. And it will make your funds available within 30 minutes at your bank. And you would do this for a small fee. Now, this should sound familiar because those of us who have used PayPal, you go to transfer your money. You normally, I think it says like 2 to 5 days for your money to get the bank. When I would do it, if I did my money in the morning, it hit my bank by 2. But that's how it worked at my bank. So I never did the instant payment because you normally have to pay a fee. And yes, they are saying that you will have to pay a fee. They did not say how much the fee was, if it was going to be a percentage. They just said small fee. I'm thinking probably anywhere between 2 to 5%, or maybe just a flat fee. If you think about it, I think even Cash App, I might be wrong, but does Cash App charge a fee on your debit card? They might, I don't know. But that's actually kind of normal for most places to charge a fee to do what they call an instant transfer. They did not say when it's coming out. Once again, this was a quick, broad overview, but this is getting to a step to the right direction. Personally, I'm not a fan of my money taking 3 days, sometimes 4, because of weekends and holidays and whatnot, from when something gets sold to when I see my money. Sometimes my customers already have their packages delivered and I haven't been paid yet because I ship that fast. Now I'm in a position to do that without it causing a hardship, but everyone is not. And I would prefer that if instead of doing something like doing an instant payment, that maybe they figure something out like PayPal and all these other merchant processing places to give you a debit card that is attached to your account so that you have instant access to your money. That's my suggestion. In fact, I'm going to write that to them. They said they like to hear what we have to say. That's how I got these things, because I'll be telling them. That's what I would suggest, is to do that. I think that would be less of a burden on especially smaller sellers. Even for me, I have to wait until the money hits my account before I can re-up. Or as people say, replenish. I'm using the wrong hood terms, re-up. But those of you who understand. All right. So that is that information. So we have a few more things to go over, and we will be right back after this.
Shipping can be complicated and time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be that way. Welcome to ShipStation, a web-based shipping software for online retailers. Import orders from wherever you sell and create labels for however you ship, all in one place. With our powerful automation tools, mobile app, and branded tracking page, you can focus less on shipping and more on growing your business. With ShipStation, you save both time and money. Let's get ship done. Get started with ShipStation today.
Click the link in the description box to receive a special discount from ShipStation.
Tax season is full of what ifs. What if I'm not taking all my deductions? What if I'm supposed to get more? What if I don't have time to go to a professional? Let One Stop Taxes take the stress out of this tax season. Our tax professionals can give you a quote in minutes using the My One Stop Taxes app, found in the Apple Store or Google Play. Using your cell phone or tablet, take pictures of your ID and tax documents. Select your tax preparer's name, upload your documents, and submit. It's that simple. Your preparer will send you a customized tax quote back. Then you can approve it and sign your return all from home. Need cash fast? Request a cash advance and you could receive your money within hours. Download the My One Stop Taxes app today and let us do the rest.
Download the free One Stop Taxes app today. Get your free quote. Choose Tiffany Tracey as your tax preparer to receive your free quote.
And welcome back to ResellQueen Chronicles. I am Tiffy T the ResellQueen, your host on ResellQueen Chronicles. And today we are going over the spring 2022 eBay seller check-in. So you heard me give some information about, we talked about the payment system. We talked about the vault, 1099Ks, and how you can help with this humanitarian effort with the citizens of Ukraine by having your sales go to organizations that a proceed of your sales go to organizations that are going to help. The next thing that I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to hopefully I can share it so you guys can see. I know I talked about this in the past because there was a conversation, like a notice about it before, but they really didn't have much other than there was going to be, how I would say, that there was going to be, there we go, a new messaging. So on the screen, you're going to see, this is the slide right from their seller check-in. Some people may already have this. This is being beta tested. And when you use your app and you go into messages, you may be asked if you want to use the classic or their newer version of the messaging system. Looking at it, to me, it really just looks like the way it looks on your cell phone. If you have a messages app on your cell phone, that's kind of what it looks like. So as you can see here, it also, if a person has a picture or some type of logo attached to their profile, you will see that on there as well. You'll understand why that becomes important when I talk about a few other updates with the stores, because it sounds like and I'll get to that later, but it sounds like they really want you to promote your store. So you can see what the new interface is going to look like right there. For those of you who are listening, I'll just give you a quick rundown of what this looks like. It looks really just like what messages will look like, a text message on your smartphone. That's basically the way that it looks right now. Right now, it has a very old, antiquated look to it. This is just more of a modern look with their messaging tool. So that is one more update. The other thing, they talked about negative feedback. So with negative feedback, we all know how we feel about negative feedback. So in a way, you kind of can't, they're not going to stop it, but they are going to, you can tell that they are probably tired of having to deal with it. That's going to be the way I put it. So now they are, when a person is getting ready to put negative feedback, they will have a pop-up or a message encouraging them to contact the seller prior to leaving the negative feedback. I don't know how much that will help, because we all know how some of these people are that leave us these crazy messages and whatnot. But maybe that will be helpful to say, oh, I didn't contact them. Maybe I should try to contact them and go from there. Or they might just be mad that eBay said that to them. You know, these people be crazy some days. Okay, that's just how it is. All right, so they have that. Also, a few things to talk about. They call it the Selling Manager Pro. Now, for those of us who've been on eBay for a while, we know what Seller Manager Pro is or was. It was basically something you had to pay for to have like extra features and whatnot with your account. If you are running a store that is like premium or anchor, those are high grossing stores, meaning you probably have multiple users. You're probably selling literally thousands of items a day. Okay. Those are those type of stores. They had some extra features available to them that they are now unlocking for the rest of them. Now, some of these have already been unlocked. A lot of people just didn't realize, because they've kind of slowly but surely made them available. One of the things, and I am utilizing this now, is automatic feedback. Now, you may say, why do you want to give automatic feedback? What if they leave you negative feedback? Well, one of the options is that you can either do feedback as soon as they pay, or you can have it automatically leave feedback when they leave you a positive feedback, as far as they as being the seller. As far as they being the buyer. So anytime someone leaves me feedback, it's going to automatically leave them feedback. I still go in to do my feedback. Feedback used to be something for me that I was like trying to do once a month. Then it got to be overwhelming because I would forget. Now I just kind of go in once a week. But it's nice because in a way it kind of reminds, eBay reminds the customer. I don't send stuff out to customers. I don't like, they're already getting bombarded by eBay about that. I'm not going to send anything to them. I have a 100% rating, always have had a 100% rating. Even when someone rates something nasty, it's not because I did something unethical. It's because they were just being extra, and I normally got it removed. So the next thing that was a feature that used to be something I had to pay for was listing automation. Now, the thing about listing automation, if you do auctions, this was something that was really nice, because you can set certain things up to happen with your auction. If it didn't sell or something like that, it will automatically renew and things like that. These were features originally just for the Selling Manager Pro. This is now available to everyone. Honestly, I don't do auctions, so it's not something that I utilize often. I think it's been a while since I've used auction. Ever since Buy It Now came here, that's all I do. You want to buy it now? I ain't got time to wait. The next thing that we're going to talk about that that was part of the Selling Manager Pro are these sales reports. So eBay, they got all these odd reports, which used to read very, very confusing personally for me. Now they have integrated these reports, and they just now have one sales report that is consolidated, and it wraps all the information up that was in one, all these different reports into one. So there used to be the advanced seller report. All of that information is now just in one report, which is very good. There is still one thing that is only for premium or anchor stores, and that is the inventory management system. I don't use that, so I'm gonna be honest. I'll learn some more about that, and I'll get back to you guys about that. They also talked about adding videos to your listing. They gave a whole explanation on that, even gave numbers to support higher buying rates and whatnot. So they really pushed that. It's according to what you're selling, honestly. I sell a lot of health and beauty items. I don't need to put no videos on. However, if the product does come with a video, it is nice to have maybe a video that shows like a before and after, or something like that. I have not added many videos. If you have added videos to your listings, please hit me up. Let me know how it worked. Put some information down below in the comments, and we can converse. All right. So the next thing that I want to talk about is eBay Academy. Now, eBay Academy is basically what Seller School used to be. Now, some of you are like, what the hell, Seller School? Seller School was eBay's university, essentially. It was a place where you can do self-directed learning, or like different modules to learn about different things on eBay. I have personally done some, not all of it, because some of it I didn't need it by the time it came out. But it's good as like a refresher, and to show you a couple things of eBay's thought process behind certain things, which is probably part of the reason why I speak the way that I do, unlike probably some of the other influencers or YouTubers that teach you to try and cheat and things of like that. Because, not saying that they didn't go through the Seller School, I really don't know. But my thought process behind some things is different because I have learned what it looks like on the other side. They have a new platform called eBay Academy. Pretty much the same thing, self-directed courses. And it is free. Free. I'm going to say it again. You can sign up today. It launches March 31st. You just go to eBay and type up eBay Academy. I may have a link. I might have a link, and I can throw that in the chat real quick and see if, yeah, I got a link. eBay Academy. Now, the link basically is just going to set you up to, what's what I want to say, to be on the waiting list, because it is not available just yet, but it will be available March 31st. So I put that out there. So you guys, if you want to click on that and get yourself set up for that. My suggestion, it is free. It's free. So use it. That's just what I'm saying there. It's free. Use it. All right. So I have that in for you guys. Next, they are doing some retooling on the the storefronts. So if you have an eBay store, they're putting like the feedback information like right on the first page. They're doing they're really allowing you to really kind of really brand your store, which they've done before, but I think they're getting it that people would rather have their own storefront, like on Shopify or something, and they're kind of letting you do it yourself. So on eBay. So I'm getting the impression that they want you to really use your store and market your store. They have a lot of things coming out for stores. You know, everyone knows they have newsletters and things like that. They even had some what was I going to say? Oh, they even showed, you know, like some of these stores, the way that they showed like the formatting of them kind of looked like a Shopify. The way that they had it, you can also change like, what do you call those? Inventory scripts. That's what you call them. So like you can kind of say newly listed, things like that. It's automated. So every time you list something, it will show what's newly listed in your store and things like that. So they're working on that. You can tell that they're really trying to push that. So that was pretty much most of the highlights that I got. After that, they had what they call networking sessions. So I went to the networking session for the products team. And by the time I got there, they were talking about promoted listings. And we've talked about that before, that they have 3 standard promoted listings. They have, I should say, 3 types of promoted listings. The first one is standard. That's the one that you click on it when you're making your listing, and when it sells, you pay. The next one is express. That's one that you pay an upfront fee, and that's for auctions. Again, I don't do auctions often, so not something I use. And then the next one was the advanced. That's the pay per click one, where you want to do keyword match types. So you want to use, you can also use I found out that you can use negative keywords. Kind of looks very similar to Amazon's PPC to me, pay per click. Sorry, I don't mean to talk in all that jargon. Pay per click program. Keep in mind, when you do the advanced, you are paying per click. So if a person is doing some research on an item that you happen to be selling, and they use those phrases and it comes up and they click on your item, you're paying for that. Nature of the beast. So I'm just telling you, keep all that stuff in mind. So that was a very, very long explanation, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys know what's going on, some of the updates with eBay. You may say I do a lot of eBay updates. Well, the reason why I do a lot of eBay updates is because eBay tells us. I haven't been in a Amazon, I'm not gonna say coaching session, virtual meeting in a long time. Honestly, I could be getting invites. I just don't see them, but there was a time when there was a time when Amazon did a lot of that. They even had like a whole thing for women sellers. I don't see that much anymore. I think they're more concerned with other things. So if they contact me, or I shouldn't say contact me like that, but I mean, send something out that everyone can see, I'll bring it up. But I pretty much get my news from whenever things get released or whenever they put something in an email to us. So that's probably why you're like, wow, she's doing a lot of eBay love. eBay's giving out the info. I'm just saying, they even have a podcast. Podcast gives you a lot of information. Whew. All right. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update about one thing about reseller news that I feel that is important. This was a very heavy eBay show, but this came out this week and I wanted to talk about it, about the postal reform. Postal reform has now a 6-day delivery locked in. So we all know what's going on with post office and how there was delays with COVID and everything. There's just so much going on. So they are working hard. The post office, there is a Postal Service Reform Act going on that that's also hampering the post office because now they have to pre-fund their retiree health system and all that type of stuff. So let's see here. All right. So yeah. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit information about that. So with this whole postal reform, it locks in a 6-day mail delivery among other provisions. It was really mostly more about their pre-funding of their retirement benefits and whatnot, because by the post office. Let me explain also one thing too about the post office. And I'm not going to say anything bad about them. Back when I was one of my first businesses, I had a commercial cleaning business. And my first account was a post office. And I used to get there probably about 5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to start cleaning. And it was about a 2-hour job. And I learned so much about the post office during that time. Those are some hardworking people. And they are really hardworking people getting your mail out there. So I don't like to talk down about the post office, but I'll tell you, when I'm talking down about the post office, it's not about the people that work there. I'm talking about the higher ups, the ones making the big bucks, not the ones that are on their feet literally all day, getting ink and whatnot all over their hands and working in what I feel are deplorable conditions. Because some of them post offices in the back, there's a lot to clean. Think about it. You have a place that has paper ran through it all day. Dusty conditions. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. And one thing that I did learn is that the post office itself, they are, I believe, I'm going to say not the only department from the United States government, but they are self-funded, meaning they're not really part of our budget. They fund themselves off of the amount of the stamps. So off of the amount of the stamps and what they charge for shipping, they fund themselves. They're not funded from our tax dollars. Considering that, they actually kind of do better than most other departments that are funded by our tax dollars. I'm just saying. So that's why this is actually a big thing for them, because we need our post office. Because if we have to rely on UPS and FedEx, these prices are going to go up. In the words of Fat Joe, yesterday's price is not today's price. Because if that's who we would have to rely upon, and we couldn't have the U.S. Postal Service, things are going to be higher than what they are. Gas is already high. So, and things are going to get higher because they're going to need gas. You're going to need fuel for planes. You need fuel for the trucks. So things are going to get high in the next coming months. So just kind of get ready for that. So I kind of say all that to say they're working hard to get your stuff to you within 6 days. That's pretty much it. Well, you guys, this has been a fun-filled show. If I went over anything that's too fast, you're not really sure, there will be a replay of the eBay seller check-in on the eBay's YouTube page. Normally, I see it whenever it happens on a Thursday. It'll probably be on there like Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly. If not, you can always email me at info@resellqueen.com. That's ResellQueen.com. Don't forget, we have reseller kits available for sale at ResellQueen.com. If you have any advertising inquiries, feel free to email us at resellqueen19320@gmail.com. Again, thank you for watching and listening, and I will see you guys again. Bye.